Hi, it's Mike at 18 Reasons. Today I'm going to make a very basic summer sauce. We're going to make a pesto. I've got my wife's beautiful basil plants outside and they're going to bloom. These are gorgeous little basil blooms. That's good news for making pesto. When the plant blooms, the leaves have a little more flavor. So mostly going traditional here, Ligurian pesto with one substitution. So we're going to throw in one garlic clove. Even though we're going into a blender, what I don't want to do is run the blender for too long. So I'm going to give that garlic a little head start by chopping it. A big fat Mike style pinch of salt, and I've got a small handful of almonds. Traditionally this would be pine nuts. I love pine nuts. Pine nuts are expensive, so almonds work, and pesto just means pounded, so there are hundreds of different varieties of pesto. Tonight I'm making one with almonds. I've got a double handful of real Parmigiano Reggiano going into the blender. And I've got a big fat bunch of basil leaves that I picked off of the stems going into the blender. I don't like what happens in a blender to olive oil and to basil leaves. There are a lot of blades down there. They develop a lot of heat. So my goal in blending this is to blend it for as little time as possible. I don't like the heat, and the blades make olive oil bitter, and they bruise and dissipate the basil flavor in the leaves. So we're going to go pretty quick here. Glug in some olive oil and begin pulsing it. So that took care of most of the garlic and began on the almonds. And push down the basil leaves. So I've got most of the puree happening. I'm going to give it a nice stir. We're almost home with this beautiful, vibrant, delicious summer salsa. And there we go. Good enough. I don't want to overwork that. I have a beautiful green pesto. And just the final bit here. Tasting it to make sure. Plenty of salt. I like the garlic. Powerful basil. This will be the last Monday with Mike we do for a while. We're going on a bit of a hiatus. I want to take this chance to thank my wife for filming all of these and let you know I can be reached at mike@18reasons.org if you have ideas for classes, for topics for 18 Reasons, or just want to shout out. Drop a line, that will be great. This is Mike at 18 Reasons. Let's cook together.